Hop.
Je ne sais pas s'il y a beaucoup d'étudiants encore qui sont en recherche ou pas
Il y a-
de logement.
J'ai pas l'impression là sur les étudiants. Je pense qu'on n'avait pas beaucoup d'étudiants anglophones, mais ça va être pratique. De toute façon, ce live, je vais pouvoir le diffuser aux étudiants qui m'ont posé les questions par mail.
Ok, pas de souci.
Il n'y aura peut-être pas de public en live qui sera réactif, mais en tout cas, on
Ok,
pourra
pas de problème.
réutiliser la vidéo.
Vous voyez bien mon écran?
Ouais, c'est bon.
Parfait.
C'est bon. Ben, je vous laisse commencer.
Ok, merci.
Merci.
So, hello everybody. I'm Marine from Studapart, the housing online platform of Tours University. So, I will explain you what is Studapart. So, it's an online platform in French, English, Spanish, and that's it. It's a safe and secure payment, and you can make all your process on the platform. And you have also access to a multilingual support team available from Monday to Saturday. And you can contact them for any question about your accommodation and you're looking for of accommodation. So the program is very simple. It's how to find an accommodation and to use the platform, and some tips to find your accommodation and to go in your apartment. Okay, so very quickly, but about the situation, the health situation, in case where you cannot come in France and you already book your accommodation, and for example, you cannot come in France or your courses are just online, you can cancel your booking if you need it, and the cancellation conditions are adapted with the situation. So the simpler is to contact Studapart because condition can be different between residents and landlord, for example. So the simpler is to contact Studapart. Next point, the landlord has been impacted by this situation because a lot of students in 2020 make online courses, for example, and accommodation has been empty. So they are very happy to see you again, but you have to be very reactive because they want really to find a tenant, and a lot of students are looking for an accommodation, so you have to be very reactive. And to finalize, you have all the tools to make your booking online, so you can ask to the landlord for a visit by Zoom, for example. You can sign your contract online, so you don't need to go in your accommodation to book it. So about the platform and how to book, I will share my screen. Sorry. I will share my screen. Sorry. Okay. So the platform is available in English. So I will do it just here. And you can connect you on the tenant space. Sorry. So you can sign you or create an account just with your email address, with few information about your name, your last name, your phone number. Even if you have not a French phone number, you can add it just here, and your email address. So we will ask you some question about your looking for accommodation. Where do you live, on which campus, for example. When you want to go in your apartment, the date when you want to go, and your duration. Your duration. So on Studapart, you can make a booking for 1 month, from 1 month to 24 months. So, for example, if you are looking for an accommodation just for 3 months, it's possible. And your budget. Then we will propose you all this accommodation who fits with this criteria. So you can show it on the maps and check the distance with your campus, for example. So just here, and you have access to all accommodation available from 12th September, for example. So, for example, this one. So you have all details about your accommodation, so the price per month, if it's possible to APL, so it's a net state aid for your accommodation in France. It's on average 150 euros per month. For example, this one is not eligible for accommodation, but most of accommodation are eligible on the platform. But this one is a little bit particular because it's an apart hotel. I don't know how to say, but it's more tourism accommodation. So you have all information, and you can apply for this accommodation. So there is no, it's a free so you can apply 2, 3, or 5, or 10 if you want accommodation. It doesn't matter. It's just the first contact with. So you can confirm all the details about your request. And present you for your landlord about your name, your duration stay, when you arrive in France, for example. It's a way to reassure the owner. So I will not send this request because I don't want to contact this owner, but you can just continue on this tag, and it will contact the landlord. So you can find all your requests on this tag, my message. And you can show each of your requests according to the statute. For example, if we wait an answer from you, or if you need to upload some documents about, for example, your ID, or if you received a proposition of booking. So just here, you can contact the support team. So it's a multi-language support team, so if you need to speak in English, it's not a problem. You can contact them just here. And you can complete your rental record. So when you arrive on the platform, we advise you to upload 2 documents: your ID and your proof of acceptance to university, because it's 2 mandatory documents to make a booking on the platform. So you can upload it just here. And if you have a guarantor, a French or a foreign guarantor, you can add it just here. But in France, all landlords will ask you French guarantor. So it's someone who lives in France. And if you don't have it, you can subscribe to the guaranteed profile or the Studapart guarantee. So Studapart is your guarantor for all your rental period. I think that's it. So the guaranteed profile is before your booking. So you can just do it very quickly just here. It's on average 200 euros and you pay just one time. Or maybe the owner, when you will finalize your booking, will include it in his booking proposition. So you will pay the booking fees, for example, the first month rent or the deposit, and the Studapart guarantee to finalize your booking. I think that's it on the platform. Do you have some question, maybe? Okay, so I will share the presentation. Okay, oh, that's it. And after you, so once you make the reservation on the platform, you should subscribe to the home insurance. So it's a mandatory document. And maybe your owner will ask you before you go to the accommodation, and you can subscribe it on the platform. So it's a home insurance by Studapart. It's very quickly, and we already have all the information about your accommodation and you on the platform, and it's on average 10 euros per month. So I think that's it. Yes, it's important to continue to talk with your owner to plan your date to entry in your accommodation. It will be the date when you will receive your keys and check the accommodation. You will also make the inventory. Sorry. And that's it. And maybe you will pay for the deposit. So it's the amount that you pay when you go in your apartment. It's 1 or 2 months 2 months rent, and you will get back when you leave your accommodation if there is no damage. So all landlords in France will ask you this. After the booking, you have also sent all the documents, for example, the home insurance, and you can ask to your landlord the rental record, because your landlord has to send you this record, and you can sign it on the platform. So yes, and to finish, when you leave your accommodation, you have to send your 1 month notice. So it's a letter that you send to your own 1 month before you leave your accommodation, and you will make inventory to check if there is no damage with your owner. For example, if the bathroom is clean, everything is working in the apartment, and you will get back your deposit. So some tips about your looking for accommodation. It's important to start your research as soon as possible. So very early, for example, if you're looking for September, to check from June or July. It's really important because it's the moment where there is most apartment available. To complete your rental file with your ID and your proof of acceptance of Tours University. It's important to contact a lot of landlords because they receive a lot of requests and it's the way to find your accommodation very quickly, and to be very reactive because landlords receive a lot of requests, and the first student who responds, the first will have this accommodation. And to stay, it's important to stay in contact with me if you need it. In case of problem, or if you have to change your date of entry, for example, it's a good way, and we will make the link with your owner if you need it. So I think that's it. I don't know if you have any question, maybe.
I don't see any questions. If you do have any questions, you can ask them directly on the chat. Otherwise, we will sending back again the email address where you can send questions.
Yes.
To Marine directly on Studapart or to me directly. Have any questions, and we will
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
answer as soon as possible.
Yeah, and maybe the link of the platform if you need it. In English, of course.
Oh, that was in French. There's you can just click on the right.
So that's it.
Perfect. And the platform is also in Spanish, right?
Yes.
So if you are more comfortable in Spanish, you can always check it out in this language. Well, if there's no questions, I'm gonna close the day here. Thank you very much, Marine. Merci beaucoup, Marine, de nous avoir rejoints.
Merci.
Merci pour ces deux présentations qui sont bien enregistrées et qu'on va pouvoir mettre en ligne. J'arrête l'enregistrement.